Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to the channel. This is a process video for the 52 weeks of 52 favorite everyday photos, the 2026 edition. And I am also working on the Scrap Squad, the 12 Days of Spring Scraplifts. This is day number 6. And this is done by Mandy Melville. And it's off of Cocoa Vanilla. And I do pretty much follow it closely to the T. I decided that I am pulling out one of the Artful Moments, the 49 and Market collection that was done by Vicki Boutin. And it's the design team kit, one of the design team kits that I got from the Flavors of the Month of the Scrap Room. When I get the design team kit, I get the Flavors of the Month, the pattern paper, and then the embellishment kits. And all of that is in there. So what I am doing here is I am following... It looks like on the layout there was like 3 or 4 different pieces of paper, pattern paper, then with the big pattern paper. And so that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing here. So I kind of play around with it, trying to figure out what I want to do. At first I kind of go like this, and I didn't really like how that looked. And then I flip it around and I kind of play around with it that way. And I was like, okay, this kind of looks right. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like that either. So then I kind of stepped away from it and came back. And then once I get this backed, while you are watching this part, the photo is of my of KJ's room. One of her walls has all of these postcards that her friend that we had out at Fort Gordon, Mia, those two, we went through COVID together, like everything. Like it was one of the best times for Kaylin. They have gotten a friendship that is like no other. Kaylin will be a freshman next year, and Mia is going to be a 6th grader. And I just can't believe it. It's like insane. Like, I don't understand. They met when Mia was not in school and Kaylin was a kindergartner. And we stopped being neighbors in 2022. So she was a 3rd grader or 4th grader maybe. 3rd or 4th grade, Kaylin was. And then Mia, nope, it had to have been 4th grade because Mia did start school here and then they went to over to Germany. So anyway, I accidentally messed up here and put the ATG tape on the wrong side of this. So I then decided that this paper is going to go right here. And then I'm going to lay everything down. So that actually turned out perfect. I loved how that turned out. I do something a little bit different that was not on the Scraplift. I do a little bit of hand stitching. So this is where you're going to start to see me play around with all of the embellishments. Now, the embellishments, I don't have a lot of it left because I have done a layout with this. This is my 2nd layout to this, and I literally have no more pattern papers left. After I get done with this, there's like no 12 by 12s, and I barely have any embellishments left. So, if you are a heavy embellisher like myself, I get about 2 layouts per collection with the pattern paper, add on the embellishment kit, and then the Flavors of the Month. And it works out wonderful for me because sometimes, like this collection, I absolutely love it. There's like nothing wrong with this collection. It's amazing. But the one thing about Vicki Boutin's collections are almost all of them can match up. So while I love this one and I loved what she did with it, I have a lot of these color tones already in my collection from Vicki Boutin. So for me, there's no point in me getting any more of this. This slid right into one of the other ones and I called it a day. For me, I am not one to keep getting the same color collections over and over because as much as I hate to say it, and I'll be honest about it, when you're a designer, your collections start to become the same. Literally the same. I will be the one to say it. Other people may not, but I will. Her collections lately have been the same, including the new one that she branched off of 49 and Market. I mean, she started with American Crafts, she went to 49 and Market, and now she's by herself and still have the same style of collection. It's like to me, it's ridiculous. If you're going to make collections and say all the things you say, then let's start being different. And I said what I said. So I just put it all together. So for like the flavors of the month, that's what I love about Raquel's is I get a taste of it, and if I like it, awesome, I can go out and get more, right? If I don't like it and I got it, I will still use it, or I like it in that moment to get the two layouts that I typically do get with the flavors of the month. And then I don't have to worry about having that stash in my room. Now, it is not that I don't like using any of the kits that Raquel comes out with. It's the collections. Sometimes you get a collection and you thought you liked it and you really don't. You just end up getting it because, ooh, you love the designer, right? Or, oh, you loved that it's this same color tones. I've said it before. 49 and Market was not a friend of mine. I didn't buy nothing of theirs. And when I would get them in my flavors of the month kits, I would use them, but I would never go out and get like extra. I'm going to go back on my tangent here in just a bit. So what I did here was there was a bunch of buttons and the holes are actually open. So what you're seeing me do here is I'm putting little black marks in the holes of the buttons, moving them and putting them in the spots so that I remember where I pulled them from. And then I am going to stitch. So I show you one like quickly here. You'll see me get one done. And then I thought I could use that. Then I'm just using my hole puncher or my piercing tool. And I'm just piercing out those 4 holes. And then I do come in with some black thread. And it's only the 3 out of the 6 that I'm using. And I act like I tied or sewed the button onto my layout. And I really like how that looks because you're going to see what else I do with this. So here I am with the black thread. I just pull out some, cut it, split it in half. So my thread that I have is 6. So it's 3 and 3. I have to start using this little tool for my layout or for like to thread my my needle with the thread. And then I'm just going through it and placing everything down. And I am just doing a knot. Like I do the Xing and then I come in and do like the double knot on top to make it look like I made the knot go on top. And then I'm done. And then I turn off the camera and then I do the rest of them. And then I come back on camera and you'll see them all done. So I will be honest with it coming to these collections. There are times that for a while there, I didn't like 49 and Market. It is what it is. You're going to love the style that you love, and you're going to not like the styles that you don't like. And I used to be a firm believer that, well, if they brought out all the collections, I got to get all of them. No, I don't. I have now gotten to the point where I am only going to get what I want to get. And instead of getting it because it's, oh my gosh, it's done by Vicky Boutin, or oh my gosh, it's done by Paige Evans, or oh my gosh, it's done by 49, whoever, right? So that's my theory on it. Tell me your guys' take. Let me know what you think. I know that I can't be the only one thinking of this. So just give me an idea of what you guys think in the comments down below. So what I'm doing here is that I'm taking the pops of color, the black, and making the butterfly like where they would be flying type of thing. And then those spots are going to have the black splatters. I really loved how this turned out. I love that I kept kind of stayed down on that one side. And then I've added a little bit touches here and there. But I really loved how this turns out. I think that this was a really good, easy layout to do on a Monday. And it just came together super easy. I think I was done in an hour. But most of that time was doing these knots because if you guys don't know, I do have carpal tunnel in both my hands, and I haven't done the surgery yet. I've been trying not to, and I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to. It's probably going to be the inedible, but I'm trying not to. Just because I can handle it for right now. So, but it takes me a while then to do sewing, and these were just knots I did. So the still shots are coming up. Make sure you do the YouTubey stuff. The playlist is down below. Make sure you hit the 3 little dots to get the newest ones. If you have been watching, if you haven't, I would suggest to watch all of them so far since we have started this in 2025. Both playouts are down there. Still shots are coming up. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh, my wandering ways and these faithless days, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, always turning away from your loving embrace, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, my wandering